Should I interrupt you at the start of every episode with some like dumb question or something, and just have it be like a reoccurring bit?
You could. It could be. That's up to you. You're putting yourself in that dumb seat. So.
That's very true.
Hey Geeksters, it's me, the editor, and I'm here to inform you that Josiah's camera wasn't working. What an idiot, am I right? If I weren't forced to work for these two geeks, I would be doing literally anything else. Anyway, enjoy the episode. Editor out.
Hello, fellow Geeksters, and welcome to Pardon, my Geek podcast.
Welcome back to Pardon My Geek podcast, where nerd culture is taken seriously and not seriously at all. We are back in our respected studios. We are no longer in person like last episode. Go watch that one. That was a ton of fun. I am joined all the time by my beautiful co-host, Quinn.
Hi.
Yep, see?
I'm so pretty.
Yep.
You said it.
I said my mind was trying to come up with something quick. It didn't come up with something manlier. My manly co-host. My
handsome
Henry Cavill chic co-host.
No, let's not lie.
We're going to get into it. Thanks for joining us. Today's going to be a nice quick episode because we're talking about a really awesome movie that we both saw and that is going around and is probably one of the best movies of this year.
Yes.
But before we get into that, we're going to get into each other's lives. Yeah.
Get all
small talk.
Get all pansy in each other's
lives. We're going to get up all in each other's lives very closely, intimately. Okay, yeah, Quinn, small talk.
Yeah. You asking me what I've been doing? How I've been?
Yeah, just how was your spring break? We only got to see each other for the first half of it, so how was the rest of it?
Oh, it was lazy. I stayed home. I played video games. I tried to de-stress. Last term was a bit stressful, so I was trying to bring myself down for this term. So, yeah. And this term just started on Monday, and that has been all right. Growing pains, as you always expect with the start of a new school term. New classes and everything, and trying to get things sorted out. It's gonna probably have to go all the way through week 2 or 3 before I find a flow, unfortunately. Yeah. Sucky thing is that every day I have to wake up at 7 or 7:30 for my classes. So I have been so tired.
Yeah.
So tired.
That sounds hard and just exhausting.
I'm going to get used to it at some point. I'm going to have an earlier bedtime. My body's going to adapt. It's going to work out, but for the time being, I am so tired. I'm so used to waking up at like 8.
Well, you get through it. You'll find your rhythm here soon.
Exactly.
Like you said, it's a new school term, so you just got to readjust and figure out your flow.
Yeah. It's the nice thing about like a 1 week break is like there's not really enough time to fully break habits. Like it's I'm jumping in, but I'm not jumping in from winter break or from like summer, But still,
right.
Still those growing pains.
That's good. Well, it's good to hear you're back at school and you're back in Corvallis and having fun.
How about yourself, my friend?
Well, I went to the beach for the second half of spring break. An uncle has a beach house over in a place called Manzanita, which is right before Cannon Beach, and it's really nice up there. It's a small little town. The beach is really pretty and stuff. Great sunsets. Editor, throw up some sunset photos I took. Thank you, editor. So it was really nice. It was a good break too. I had nothing to complain about. It was sunny like the entire time we were there, and it was nice. So that's rare for the Oregon coast. So
yeah, last time
we took advantage of that.
Last time me and my family went to the coast, it was downpouring. Like we could not go out and walk on the beach because there's just pelting constantly with
Just
snow
pelting,
and
man.
hail, or what? Rain and hail, brain.
Yeah. It's always a gamble with the Oregon coast. You're like, what's it gonna be?
Yep.
Even when it says it's sunny, it could just start
Changing
pouring
instant.
rain
Yep.
in an instant.
Yep.
Like, blink and it's gone. But then that's about it. Beach came back on Sunday, and then just been normal life. Still the same old story that I've been telling for the last couple weeks about schools
Trying
and
to get
stuff.
schools going.
It's dumb. I don't understand it. Like, I just want simple answers over a phone call or an email. Just send me an email so I can either know to pursue you and put all my effort into the school, or no. Like, stop giving me promotional stuff and just tell me the answers. So, we're getting there.
Yeah,
I am looking at Southern Oregon University. They have a media degree for
That's pretty
online, and
You know, it's not exact, but it's pretty similar.
no, but it's a degree in media, which is basically all I need just to get into the door to start working. So I may look more into that and see if that's really beneficial to me, if that's like the media degree is kind of what I need, or if it's like the same as a film degree, or if I really need to do something else.
Yeah.
So, and then I also saw University of Oregon has some film bachelors online.
Huh.
I don't know how I missed them.
Right? Like, I feel like that should
But-
be...
Should have been like number 1 on my list because it's Oregon, but I don't know. I haven't looked into them yet just because I'm trying to get through the Southern Oregon to see what their stuff is and if that's the right path.
Yeah, there's cinema studies.
Yeah, well, see, there's the difference between cinema studies and actual like production. Like, I don't think a cinema studies degree would actually.
I don't know. It says that they read, think, and write, but also direct, shoots, and edits movies.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'd look
Maybe that
into
is
it
the
and
one I
ask-
was talking about.
Yeah, I'd look into it. Ask like the admissions department for the humanities, because it's technically a humanities degree. And just be like, hey, is this something for novice filmmakers?
Hey,
Hey,
what's the
got any
price? It would be.
grapes?
Got any grapes?
Got any grapes? Sorry, you're saying.
Well, I'm saying that I don't know if. Well, like, to ask them, is this beneficial in the field of film? And then the obvious question, how much is this going to cost?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting to the point where I'm just kind of done and I want to go to school.
You've done all the normal stuff you want. You done everything you want to do outside of the class.
Just about ready to get the ticket to get into the door to start working. And then maybe it'll help with some special project that we may do later this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, we briefly talked about it, but we need to talk about it more if we want to really do this.
We could talk about it in length, deeply, at a business meeting. Business.
Business.
Is this working?
We're professionals. We do business.
Yes. I'm quoting one of my favorite movies. Lego movie.
Oh, I did not catch that.
What? You didn't catch it?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were just being funny.
No, I was trying to, connect to my joke and to
No,
the film that we're going to talk about later. Okay, you know what?
No, I get it. Don't worry.
All right, moving on.
It was lost
Quinn
on
doesn't
me
get my
then.
jokes anymore.
I said I understand now.
Now he does.
Yeah, after you explain the joke.
Okay. All right. We're going to get into some nerdy news.
Yes.
So, some delicious nerdy news. There wasn't a ton this week. Just really mild, just because we're getting ready for big movies and stuff. And so it was kind of a boring week, really, last week for me. I mean, yeah, I was at the coast, but like, I still like seeing my news alerts about nerd stuff. So I was really sad when it didn't. Not a lot came out, but there are some big important ones that came out. Reshoots for Doomsday is happening right now. This is normal thing for any movie as big as Marvel movies, and so this isn't like a big. Oh no,
nowadays.
it's all crashing down.
Like any movie nowadays is expected to do reshoots.
Yeah, pretty much. And we already talked about before how there was some early screenings and some private screenings, and a bunch of people said that it was very good already. And so the purpose of the reshoots is just to make the people who couldn't follow the story a lot more attainable and to make it so it's a more flowing story. But the bigger news is that it's now rumored that Ryan Reynolds is now a big part of the reshoots, trying to fit him and possibly Hugh Jackman into the Doomsday story, which they weren't supposed to be part of Doomsday originally. Early stuff were saying that they weren't part of it, that they were going to be in Secret Wars instead and not Doomsday. And so maybe they're changing things up to make it more entertaining or to connect it to Secret Wars, which is the next Marvel movie after Doomsday.
I think I could see just them trying to, like, why wait for heavy hitters? Like, why wait for heavy hitter to bring in the heavy hitters when you can bring them in early, you know?
Yeah, and especially if Doomsday is anything like Infinity War, like, bring in all your heavy hitters because you're gonna kill some heavy hitters. Like, that's what you gotta do in Doomsday. Like, I want to, no offense, love all the superheroes.
You really want to
big Marvel fan. I want to see Doom just slice some people in half. Like, give me like scary Doom. Show us why we need to be afraid of him and why he's the Thanos level villain.
Like, yeah, why is he more dangerous than Thanos? Because I think that's kind of the idea. Like, Doom is supposed to be the ultimate adversary for everyone in the Marvel universe.
Just about. He's one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, but like,
right next to the Living Tribunal.
Who would you kill?
I would kill. Now, hear me out on this. I think they're gonna kill Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier. I think they're gonna kill him. He's been alive for way too long. I think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna die.
Happy ending. No.
He's gonna die. Ghost is gonna die.
Yeah. That one I'm not too point up about.
Maybe Red Guardian. Maybe. He's a maybe. Just because we've gotten a really good story out of him. So like, maybe Marvel's like, hey, we're gonna make a nice full circle and.
Yeah, but
and
also...
like and.
Go ahead.
In purpose to build Yelena's character a lot more, because we're getting more and more of Yelena, but I still don't think we've had like a really nice circle story of her. We've just gotten bits and pieces that fill her character, but I've never felt like whole about her character compared to Red Guardian, David Harbour's character, where like he's been in 2 movies now. Yeah, 2 movies.
2, yeah.
And he has like almost a full character development, and like I don't see any more of him unless they do prequel stuff back to Cold War era.
Yeah, my only issue with killing those 3 is that the Thunderbolts like literally just started, and I feel like Marvel is wanting to make this something that lasts.
But you see, that's why it would be so genius, is because Marvel's like, look, new Avengers dead, all of them dead. We put together as dead, and like just to change that tone of Doomsday. That's the biggest thing with Doomsday, is being able to change your Marvel tone from a epic team up superhero to a this is next level crap.
Right.
Like, this is not an easy fight.
Yeah, but my worry with that is like it's a rug pull basically, and those don't really end up the best in a lot of situations. I don't know if that did happen. People would take too kindly to it.
This is true.
Yeah,
This is true.
like yeah, they have to worry about making a good film. They also have to worry about the optics of fan favorite characters. Like
Yeah.
Ghost can die because I don't think anyone really. No offense to people who like Ghost, but I don't think Ghost is very
She's pretty cool.
popular. She's cool. But compared to like Bucky, people love Bucky. Red Guardian.
Well, they just like Sebastian.
Okay, well, who doesn't? But still, it's like people love
Short-haired
Bucky.
Sebastian.
People were really fond of Red Guardian and really liked his character in Thunderbolts. So it's like these are really fan favorite characters. Can you imagine the backlash if they got killed off? Like
True.
that's going to
True.
people are going to stop trusting Marvel or is going to start disliking. They're going to basically say that Marvel is like Martin J.R.R. Martin in the Game of Thrones. Because everyone in Game of Thrones died. And
Yeah.
people criticize J.R.R. Martin infinitely for it. Yeah. So
No, you bring up a good point.
that's kind of the issue I'm thinking about is like with the idea of just killing people in general is like they'd have to I don't know if they should because so many people like these characters. There's only a very few select amount of characters that people are indifferent to.
Okay.
Like, do we know if Ant-Man and Wasp are gonna be?
I think so. I think they have been reported to be in Doomsday. I'd have to look at the like cast list and stuff to see if Paul Rudd is there, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like I don't know if you could kill you couldn't kill Scott, but you could. Hank Pym is still alive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them are still alive. They didn't die.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could probably off a couple of the people around Scott. Grow Scott as a character, force him to grow, especially with what was the not so great film of.
You mean the disgusting, trashy film of Quantumania?
I thought you liked it, so I didn't want to say that, but yes, the disgusting, trashy film of Quantumania.
Yeah. No, I'll say it. There was aspects of the movie that I liked. Like, I thought Kane was great, and it's a shame we actually never got to see full-on Conqueror Kane. And, like, he was going to be the next big bad, and they were building him up to be. But then they had to kind of axe it.
Why did they axe it? Just, like, plot or, like, plot
because of Jonathan Majors.
What happened?
Well, he was accused of sexually abusing multiple girls.
Oh!
And then was, like, sent to jail for a couple months. And so Marvel was like, well...
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
And so while it's not Marvel's fault, they had to, like, completely cut Kang.
No.
It still hurts the Marvel thing. And so they had to quickly pivot to something else, and so they're like, you know what, we're just gonna bring in Dr. Doom.
Yeah, it sucks, but it's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think Dr. Doom was gonna be the next bad after King, and they were gonna like start building him in the Fantastic Four, and after the Avengers fought Kane and Kane Dynasty, Dr. Doom would show up in Secret Wars, and then he would be like the savior. My theory was that he was gonna come. The Fantastic Four would know him because he came from their universe or something.
Yeah.
But
they're
then
good friends.
In the Secret Wars comic, like Doom creates Battleworld, and I think in this one, Doom would save Battleworld, but like he's not exactly a good guy. He's just the guy who wants to live or something like that.
Right.
It was the whole new theory or stuff, but this was like back in 2022, like years ago. That's out the window now. So now I'm full on set that Doom's bad guy. We know that Doom's the bad guy, and I think Avengers lose in Doomsday. Doom wins, creates Battleworld, That's what Secret Wars is. Secret Wars is on Battleworld. Doom is Emperor with Sue Storm by his side forcefully, and Doctor Strange as his servant. And like in the comics, I think that is what we're going to get. And Battleworld, there's only a couple heroes who remember the past of like what really happened, and everybody, all the rest of the heroes are brainwashed and living on this new world. That is my theory of what Secret Wars is going to be.
Nice.
So,
see if you're right.
I'd hope so. That would be really cool if it was.
Gotta wait till, was it 2028 for Secret Wars?
No, it's next year. Secret Wars is next year.
Oh, Secret Wars is next year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know they were releasing 1 year from each other. I thought they were going to take a couple years.
Doomsday this year, Secret Wars next year.
Yeah, I thought they were going to give it a couple years for timing for Secret Wars.
Well, I think Secret Wars is coming out the same date as Doomsday, just in a year.
Yeah.
So it's like December of 2027. So it's like there's some time, and
yeah.
As far as I know, there's no Marvel movie in between them.
Okay, so it's like full
Doomsday.
Full process is on.
Just blank slate for Marvel. There's a couple shows I think, and some specials I think they're gonna do, just to keep Marvel relevant and stuff.
Oh sure.
But then nothing until Secret Wars.
Yeah, but their main SFX team and everything, they are, they're just all in on. Secret
100%. 100%. Like, that's it. They're not working on anything else. And I think that's why they haven't really started production on Secret Wars, is because they're literally doing nothing next year. And so they, like you said, they can literally focus all their resources on the one film to make it awesome.
Yeah. Still worried about the effects team, because still 1 year is not a lot of time.
No, it's not, but you also have to put in, you also have to remember that when it comes to VFX, they have so many already preset stuff for these types of Marvel movies and for these types of characters. Like, every character has a certain set of abilities, but they already have those preset abilities in VFX, and all they're really doing is modifying them for the specific action.
That's true. Like,
and
for the scene.
I can almost guarantee you that they have people working on Doomsday polishing it up, and then they have other people working on Secret Wars right now, and have been for the last couple of years. Same with Doomsday.
Right.
Like, they kind of split it off. They have people polishing, they have people creating the entire scenes for Secret Wars. And then once Doomsday comes out, then those people transfer over and help them polish and create the actual scenes in Secret Wars.
That's fair. Yeah. We'll
I
see.
would kill to be one of those people.
One day, Joe. One day.
What were you saying?
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens when Doomsday comes out. If the animations look like shit, or animations look like crap, we will kind of see.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think Doomsday will tell us if Secret Wars is going to be that kind of quality.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yes.
It was good, Doomsday. We needed to talk more about Doomsday stuff, so that was good. Now we can put it aside for a good while until stuff comes out.
Exactly.
Fox McCloud is confirmed to be in Mario Galaxy with Glenn Powell voicing.
I
Quinn.
read that in the script. And I was like, are you mistaken? Like, Fox McCloud, that's a completely different, like, universe to the Mario universe.
Yep.
Um,
So
are they trying
he's
to set,
in it.
Are they trying to set up like
somehow.
a Smash Bros movie like later?
That's what everybody's theorizing right now after he's been confirmed, and an official image of his character is out there. You can go look at that, and that's how he looks in the movie. But just all that aside, I think Glenn Powell is perfect for the character. I think he just has like the perfect kind of smug white boy voice for Star Fox.
Yeah, like the big worry with like an animated character like Fox is doing too high pitch with the voice. Like, no, Fox is an adult. Like Fox
is an adult, but he still is just kind of like a
Oh no, he's
weird.
no him and Falco is the ass of the group, but
Yeah.
Fox is never too far behind in terms of
No,
sass.
he's not. He's not, and that's perfect for Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I was like, oh, well, okay, now I'm interested and I need to go see this movie because I really want to see how they fit him in. Is he just like the end credit teaser?
Yeah, in credit cameo.
Or does he actually like show up and he's a character for half the movie?
I kind of hope he's not a character. I kind of hope it's just like an end credit tease.
Yeah.
Or
that would be the hope.
Or like an end act tease or something.
Ooh, an end act tease would be the best.
Yeah.
Or like he shows up for, it's not like an end credit teaser, but like he just shows up and we spend just a little time with him and explain why he's there.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So
Mario, I have this invitation to a thing called Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash.
Would you and Luigi and Yoshi be interested? Like, yeah.
And Peach.
And Peach. God, that would be so corny. That would be corny.
It would be corny, yet the fans would eat it up.
Oh, they would eat it. They would
eat it.
So eat it up.
They would eat it up.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to some trailers.
Yeah.
We're just gonna quickly go through these.
Important.
Rest of the news is dumb. So the first nerd geek one that came out this week was the official trailer for Supergirl. What we got before was like a teaser, but this is the big trailer. This kind of tells you the story, gives you a lot more information. We see a lot more of Lobo.
Right, like at the end, like Jason Momoa looks like he's having the time of his life.
Oh, Jason Momoa looks right at home in that movie.
Yeah. Just sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what are your first reactions and impressions of it?
It's gonna be a lot darker and a lot more serious than Superman 2026. We already knew that. Like we knew that when it kind of got teased. That was like, okay, this is gonna be a bit more of a darker, dramatic story to the Superman movie. But this just kind of proved it with the flashbacks to Krypton's fall and to clearly Supergirl going through the trauma of watching her planet get destroyed. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the opposite to the kindness is punk rock lesson that you got from Superman.
Very much so. But no, yeah, I thought it looked good. It looked okay. I don't want to be mean to the Lanterns show, but it looks like what the Lanterns was supposed to be to me. Like that's what I wanted to see in the Lanterns show, is like in space at space bars with aliens there, and they're like in some bar fight or something because they're cops.
Yeah.
Space cops.
Part of me.
But
oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was like, part of me worries the reason Lanterns isn't like that is because of budget reason. It's like they didn't have the budget to film on green screen or to make like interesting alien prosthetics. They had enough budget to film on location on some ghost town and make some prosthetics for the big aliens. What's the Yellow Lantern? Sinestro. Thank you. Yeah, they had enough budget to make Sinestro and then the special effects, and that's about it. And that's like my worry is that like, oh, it was budgetary. It wasn't scope. It was budget.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks good. So the Supergirl movie looks good. I think we're long overdue for a Supergirl anything really.
Last one was the CW show. Yep.
It was the CW show, which was
CW-fied.
Was CW, and I think that's all you really need to know from that. But it was, and then before that, the movie back in the 80s is the last time we've ever seen Supergirl stuff. And then in The Flash with Sasha Calle, who I think actually did a great job. She was probably the best part of that movie. And Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton and her, I think, were the best two parts of the Flash movie, of Flash 2. That was not a good movie. Similar to Jonathan Majors, they had to scrap it because of um, what's his name?
Who?
Ezra Miller. They had to scrap
Oh, yep.
Barry Allen because Ezra Miller is a psycho.
Is a psycho. But let's keep going. Supergirl, super excited, comes out June 26th. Lobo looks awesome.
Yep.
Super excited about that. We know that the reason Supergirl is going off-world and helping is because Crypto is hurt.
Yep.
And how dare they hurt the dog?
That dog
That's
gets in
low
so
ball.
much. That dog gets in so
Low
much
balling.
trouble. Like, he got in trouble in the Superman movie. Like, God.
Lowballing, James. That's lowballing. Putting the dog in danger.
James just keeps kicking that dog, and it's like, James,
Yeah.
stop kicking the dog.
James, stop kicking the dog. My gosh.
You know that's where our emotions are.
Another important movie for DC Studios because this is the second movie of their entire
Yeah.
lineup. They've only ever done Superman and Peacemaker, so this is the next DC Studios thing, so they really need this to do somewhat good. It doesn't need to blow away like Superman needed to, but it does need to do well.
It just should still do well. Yeah.
It is in that June honey sweet spot with all the movies, so we'll see. It definitely will be a recurring movie that people will go back to during the summer.
Yeah.
So, who knows? Let's move on to the one right below it, and then we can move on from trailers.
Yep.
Quinn, first impressions of the HBO original series Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
I have
Go.
so many thoughts.
Please, give them all.
The color grading, for one, is so awful. I saw some comparisons, and it's like the train scene and everything.
It looks like crap.
It looked like this is Harry going to be with people like him. He's escaping abuse. This should be bright and warm and cozy. Instead, it's so dim and blue and cold. Like, that's not what the train. That's not what the Hogwarts Express is about. The Hogwarts Express is about second chances and a new life. It's supposed to be happy and whimsical and warm and bright and good feeling. The train
Good
does not give me
feeling, yeah.
good feelings.
No, it doesn't.
Secondly, I'll talk about the big one last. But secondly,
Okay.
Hermione. So, okay, I'm gonna set this straight here. I don't mind, diversity casting. I don't mind characters who originally one race becoming another race, for the sake of diversity and diversifying the cast.
Right.
I'm not like against that. I'll talk more about it when I talk about the One Piece live action later. Like, I'm not against it at all. But they made Hermione, or they casted a mixed race person as Hermione, which is a little troublesome because constantly throughout the movie she gets called Mudblood.
Yes.
Which now seems racially motivated. Speaking of racially motivated,
This
there
is the big
is
one?
Snape. And
Snape Dog? Snape Dog. Have you
No,
seen that?
no,
Oh,
don't
it's
call
Snape
that.
Dog. They're putting comparisons of Snape right next to Snoop Dogg, and it looks almost exactly the same. Editor, put those pictures up.
Don't
Oh my
call
gosh.
that.
I laughed so hard after I watched that trailer. Because this was the big thing that happened during spring break, and I watched it while we were at the coast. I was like, oh, sweet, the trailer came out. And I was like, I'll watch it. And Snape appears. I was like, was that Snape? I was like, what the heck? First thing in the comments, yo, it's Snape Dog. What up, fam? I was like, great. And then the comments right below it is like, well, this is going to be really awkward for Harry's dad.
That's
and I
what
was
I'm
like,
talking about.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
so it's like Harry instantly doesn't like Snape in the books. And he's like,
No.
oh, greasy hair, untrustworthy nose, and like, okay, so you cast a black actor
Cast a black guy?
where big nose and big lips are so stereotypically racist criticisms, and you gave him dreadlocks, and it's like, now it looks like, and it's like, oh, Harry thinks Snape stole the Sorcerer's Stone. The black man stole the Philosopher's Stone. Like, now you just now it just seems like Harry's criticisms are racially motivated. And then there's an
100%.
entire flashback of James hanging Snape from a tree, and now that's gonna look like they're fucking lynching Snape.
Oh my god.
I was talking to my dad about this because me and my dad like to talk about these type of things. It's like, you hope that this was just from a racist casting director, because imagine the crap storm that's happening if this was a
Right.
DEI cast. If this was a diversity casting, this is a crap storm. If it was just a racist casting director, okay, fired casting director, apologize, that's that. But if this was a DEI cast, this is so much worse.
It's Snape Dogg is in the house. He's gonna ruin Harry's life, but
The scary,
nobody can
scary black man stole the-
replace.
Yeah, scary black man stole the Philosopher's Stone.
He's
I
always
hate it.
thieving those black men.
God.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
Yeah, that was a little too far.
Sorry. Out of all of the like
Of any
mixed
character,
casting that they
yeah.
could have done, Snape is the worst one to make
Make Dumbledore
any other race.
Make Dumbledore black. Like
Make Professor McGonagall
make
black.
McGonagall black. You could have literally made
No,
everyone black.
Make
Don't
Ron black. It would have been better.
don't make the character that everyone instantly distrusts. Don't make the character that Neville Longbottom see come out of the closet be black. Because all of a sudden his biggest fear is a black man coming out of the closet to attack him. Why was that your choice for a diversity cast?
Man, I hate those black men coming out of the closet.
Jesus.
They
What?
can't be gay. Okay. So those are our thoughts on the Harry Potter series that's coming to HBO.
And to be fair, these aren't original thoughts. Everyone has said the exact same things.
No,
that we
everybody
have.
said this. This is just like our opinions and stuff.
Yeah. God.
We're still gonna watch it when it comes out Christmas.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
I will.
You will.
I will watch it for you.
If we want to do an episode on it, I'm watching the synopsis online. Like I'm not. I'm
Unless
not,
I force Quinn to watch it, I will
not,
hold open his eyes, force him to watch it.
I'm not gonna hate watch this. I'm not gonna give them my views.
Hate watch it.
Because here's the thing. That just tells them that they should make more crap, and we need to put our foot down and be like, no, stop, rethink this, please.
Please. I think it's already been confirmed for 2 seasons or something like that.
It needs to stop
Like
at 2
they're-
seasons. They need to scrap it and do a reboot of the reboot.
Reboot of the reboot. Or they could just leave it alone and
Right.
let us live with the original Harry Potter movies.
The original
'cause
8
those
movies.
are treasures.
They're so good. God,
I
they're
love
so
those
good.
movies. Love them. You could watch all 8 and just be like, and once you finish, you're just like in like movie heaven, and
Yeah.
you're just like, that was the greatest 8 movies of my life.
And it blew up 3 phenomenal actors in their careers.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Anyway,
Those 3 will always be remembered as those characters.
Even though Daniel Radcliffe became Weird Al, he will ever be known as Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like
He's actually doing really well in
Oh,
his
yeah.
new series, The Rise and Fall of Reggie
He
Jenkins
is
on NBC.
really good in
That
that.
is hilarious. I love that show.
When I saw commercials for it, I was like, I'm not sure about this show. But it's like, no, damn, okay, it's actually really good.
It's so good.
I watched like an episode or two with
it's
my
so
family
funny.
over spring
It's
break.
so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's doing good. All of them are doing pretty well.
Emma Watson being a freaking was it a diplomat or something for the UN?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, oh,
she is
Oh,
Hermione
okay.
in real life. Yeah, okay.
she's
cool.
legitimately Hermione in real life.
Yeah.
She just without the wizard powers.
She'd be
All right.
unstoppable.
That is it for the trailers. We're gonna save the other ones for
Later.
next time.
Yeah.
because we're trying to keep this a little shorter, let's get into our Geek Dive.
Geek dive.
Geek Dive. Remember, we coined that trademark.
Yep.
Part of my geek, TM, whatever you do it. TM.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Writing
You got
on
it.
the screen. Hopefully the editor actually makes me look cool.
Don't do it, editor. Don't do it. I'll pay you double.
may. Whoa!
I'll give you double the
Editor's getting
souls.
paid.
I'll give you double the souls that you need.
He's got a feed. So today's Geek Dive is of the super popular movie that just came out late March, Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, directed by Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, adopted from the book by Andy Weir, by the same guy who adopted the Martian book, Danny something. I'm pulling up my notes now.
Yes.
But it is. We went and watched it. Me and Quinn went and watched this last week when he was in town.
You can watch the Instagram video of us discussing it right after we watched it on our Instagram.
Yes.
Editor.
That will be up here soon. Editor, put that up. Oh, there it is. Written by Drew Goddard.
Yep.
Drew Goddard, who also adapted the Martian movie from the book, and he's a master writer for film. He is known for a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, he wrote some episodes, the good episodes of Lost. He wrote almost all, or at least co-wrote all of the Daredevil shows, the Daredevil episodes, like the original Daredevil, the good Daredevil. So, very good. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, which makes sense why this movie was as incredible as it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A movie's only as good as its writing. And
well, we don't need to talk about it. We've all seen the praise and everything this movie got.
So, Quinn, why don't you give a quick synopsis of the movie? Kind of recap for those who haven't seen it. Spoiler warning.
Heavy spoilers.
If you haven't seen it, which if you haven't, you're an idiot. Go watch it. But this is your spoiler warning.
Spoiler alert! This is your final call. Turn back now, or risk it all. We warned you once, won't want again. Cross this line, you know the end.
Yeah, this is
Go for it, Quinn.
segment Quinn tries his freaking best because I can't swear.
Yes, Quinn tries his freaking best.
All right, plot time. So the movie opens up with the scientist Rylan Grace, played by Ryan Gosling, waking up from a coma that he cannot remember why or where he is. After running around ransacking his dead fellow astronauts' belongings, he remembers that he is a middle school science teacher, and he the world Earth is being destroyed by these microorganisms called astrophages eating the sun. And if they eat enough of the sun, crops will die, people will die, all that good stuff. And they can only be seen through the Petrova line, which is an infrared sign that detects the carbon in... Yeah, the CO2 within them.
Yeah.
Because they eat CO2. Grace gets swooped in by Ava Strata. Ava Strat, played by Sandra Hüller.
Well
to
done.
Be,
Great pronunciation.
I've taken German. You'd hope I know how to pronounce that. To become one of the lead scientists on how the astrophages work and how to possibly breed them for Project Hail Mary. Grace discovers that they are impervious to all forms of scanning due to them being completely black and completely dark. But thanks to his good friend Carl. Thanks to his good friend.
Carl!
Thanks to the bodyguard keeping watch from Carl, who Joe loves. They were
I
able
love
to
Carl.
find ways to breathe the astrophage thanks to carbon dioxide. They were able to breathe the astrophage, which is important because Project Hail Mary is using the astrophage in order to, because of how powerful and how much they absorb energy, using astrophage to send a mission, a suicide mission, to a star that is not being consumed by the astrophage. The only star in the galaxy not being consumed by the astrophage. So, using a ship called the Hail Mary, their plan is to send a ship to that star, load it up with research and samples, and send it back to Earth. Going back to the present, Grace approaches the star that is not dimming when a massive ship, alien ship, comes up to him. After a bit back and forth, bit cat and mouse, Grace realizes the ship is not dangerous, and the ship sends a message made of xenon, a noble gas, however, is in a metallic form, dubbed xenonite, due to it being a metal but made from xenon, which is weird if you know anything about noble gases. After bridging to the ship, Grace meets Rocky, who is the five-legged alien from the planet Eridani. He is an Iridian, a rock spider crab thing. Grace figures out how to talk to Rocky using echolocation and using the Iridian's unique speech pattern. Don't question how Rocky already knows English. That's just sped up the whole process.
Just put it out of your mind.
Nope.
Makes it the movie fun to watch.
Exactly. Watch this buddy movie as they try and save their planet. Rocky enters the Hail Mary using a pressurized ball, and so they work together, Grace and Rocky, in order to figure out why the planet, or the sun of Tau Ceti, is not being absorbed. And it's found that the Petrova line is connecting from a planet they name Adrian, after Rocky's mate. Adrian and Rocky are names that Grace gives these two characters. Normally the names are long and difficult to pronounce for humans. This is important to know that the Petrova line is connecting from a planet, because the idea with the astrophage is that they breed on the planet and they migrate to the sun. But for some reason, they're breeding on the planet, yet not eating the sun. And it's found that organisms are on Adrian, life forms are on Adrian, that are killing the astrophage. When trying to get these organisms, the Hail Mary breaks apart and causes it to spin, knocking out Grace, and Rocky breaks his bubble to try and save Grace, succeeding, but Rocky's in a tough spot. But it's alright, no one's actually going to kill Rocky. He's fine at the end of the day.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He heals.
Yeah, exactly. Grace finds ways of breeding and creating nitrogen-resistant organisms, since nitrogen is an incredibly important gas on both Earth and Eridin. So you need to find ways to breed nitrogen-resistant organisms in order for them to go and breed on their respective planets. Rocky and Grace go their own way, only to figure out that the organisms are able to go through the xenonite that Rocky used to hold them, which is bad because Rocky's entire ship is made of xenonite. So if these microorganisms leak through Rocky's ship, it'll kill all the microphages needed for Rocky to get back home. So Grace decides to say, screw you, Earth, here's all my samples, I'm going to go save my alien best friend. Because Grace got drugged and was dragged onto the Hail Mary after an explosion killed the Hail Mary's team science researcher. Grace was betrayed by the government, so he was like, I have nothing back on Earth, they betrayed me, I'm going to go hang out with cool rock people. Grace and Rocky reconnect, and now Grace lives happily ever after on Iridan in a biodome, where he learns the Iridinian language and Um. Yeah.
Well, he understands how to speak it, really.
Yeah.
Well, not how to speak it, but how to
understand
it.
Yeah, he doesn't need a laptop that he used to speak with Rocky the entire time to speak with Rocky. Rocky does say that, hey, you can go back to Earth, but Grace is like, nah, the Iridinians are cool. I'm going to stick with you guys. And so he teaches a science lesson to the children of Iridian. And it's a full circle, since the movie opens up with Ryan Gosling asking, who knows the speed of light? And it ends with Ryan Gosling asking the Iridinian children, what's the speed of light?
What's the speed of light? And all of them jumping up to know.
Yeah. Which I have my own. A little bugged. I told you about this in the car.
Yeah.
They use miles per second for speed of light, which is not how. It's not
how you calculate.
It's not how you're supposed to calculate speed of light. Speed of light is in meters per second.
Right.
It's 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. That's.
Got it. We see your frustration.
Yep. Nice
frustration.
I'll talk about the science and stuff later, because I looked into a lot of that stuff. But yeah, that is the movie, and my recapping does not do the film justice. The cinematography, it doesn't do any of it justice. I didn't even mention the scene where Grace is in the Petrova line. It doesn't, like, I don't mention so much important, or the scene in the bar. Like, I've mentioned none of that. So this truly is a movie you have to watch to get.
Yes.
To understand the love for.
It really is. It's an experience. It's one of those movies where you walk out and it's an experience movie where you walk in and you walk out different just from the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into some of the stuff that I'm interested in, all the other fun tidbits.
Yes.
And so you had, like I said before, you had your directors, Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, best known for their involvement in Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse and directing the Lego movie and involvement in all of those. So they're in that genre of humor and comedy. And so they knew exactly what to do to this movie, especially from reading and watching some other people who are into the books, saying how this character was more lighthearted and funny than any of other Andy Weir's characters.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was super important that they nailed his humor comedy kind of side of Grace, the character. So I think they nailed that perfectly.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, like,
Sorry.
Grace is so funny throughout. Like the trailer where when he filmed himself and it's in the trailer, he's like, "Well, I met an alien. He's really growing on me, not in me." That was a concern for a while. I was like, "That's such a good joke." Like,
Yeah.
Whoop! There it is. Like that whole scene. Like, ugh.
I like him.
I like him. Yeah.
I like him.
I like him.
And then smiling.
Yeah.
It's
such a good film.
We could go on and on about how amazing this film is, but we're trying to keep this a little shorter episode. But we're still getting into the big tidbits and some of the things I want to go over in my notes. Some BTS stuff was that the original cut was
It's like
225 minutes long.
Almost 4 hours long or something.
Just about 4 hours long, and they were considering releasing all of it. They were considering releasing the 3 hour and something movie, and then they did some early screenings, and they realized that some of the scenes weren't exactly landing right in the movie, and so then they decided to cut it down to 2 hours and 2.5 hours, which I think was the perfect time.
Oh,
Some will argue that it was a little long and the epilogue was a little long and it didn't need to be there. But I feel like that is kind of what closed out the story.
I think the epilogue could have been longer.
And see, and there are some people who are like arguing with it could have been longer, but you also the epilogue is almost exactly what it is in the books, and I think if they didn't even include that epilogue of him on the planet, living and just kind of moving on with his life and staying there with Rocky and teaching, I think a lot of the book fans would be even more upset.
Oh,
They're like, oh, they're iffy now, like they don't care for it, just because they're book fans and they will whine and complain about anything that's wrong with it. But I think if they didn't include that epilogue, then it would have been a whole big fiasco. So the epilogue was perfect, in my opinion. It closes out the story of Ryland Grace and Rocky's relationship, and it shows that, Ryland is happy where he is right now, living with a buddy.
Yeah.
Doing what he was doing on Earth, still teaching and stuff.
Of course. And it's like they mentioned throughout the book, like, or throughout the film, like, there are things that Rocky's people don't know, like radiation and time dilation. So it's like there's absolutely things he can teach from the human world or from Earth that the Iridians just don't know. And he can teach Rocky things. He can teach Adrian things about like radiation, time dilations and stuff.
So there's definitely use for him there. Like, so I remember I saw something where saying that, like, what's the point of him being there, rather than just like being like some wounded dog that they have to care for and build a dome for. And I was like, bro, shut up, go watch the movie again and
like,
tell that to my face.
Even if he wasn't teaching them, like, just the fact that he made a friend with Rocky, like, yeah, it's kind of...
He found someone to live for.
He found someone to live for. Exactly. Like, that, yeah. Like,
that was, like, one of the main
astronaut.
things.
Like, what the astronaut said, yeah, exactly. Like...
Yeah, to be brave.
To be brave, you need someone to live for, or to die for.
Or to be brave for.
To be brave for. It's like, okay, so if we take the, the wounded dog approach about this, like, it's not like it's not like you heal a dog and then you send them on their way. More than likely, you're going to adopt that dog. That's what the Iridians did. It's like, okay, let's fix up his craft, but, like, a dog doesn't supply anything for a household. It's not like the dog, hunts the food or anything. No. What the dog does is lighten the household. The dog is a friend. It's a companion. It's meant to bring everyone's, make everyone happier, brings everyone's spirits up. That's what Ryland is. Even if he wasn't teaching the children, just him being there makes Rocky happy. And I imagine it makes Adrian happy. And I imagine, all these things. Grace being there makes everyone happier. So that's what he brings.
No, I couldn't have said it better myself, for sure. I'm just fixing my notes. Moving on to some more fun stuff about it. They filmed this movie specifically for IMAX and 70 millimeter. They didn't format it later in post for IMAX. They specifically filmed it for IMAX using an Alexa 65 camera. Sorry, an Arri Alexa 65 camera, if you're really interested into that. To get that aspect ratio 1:43:1 for just the super tall 70 millimeter frames. And it's showing in 7 millimeter IMAX, and I've heard that it's the best way to watch in those 70 millimeter theaters, which there are only a couple in the States. So we have no chance of watching it in 70. I would love to watch a movie at some point in 70. So hopefully at some point we'll get to do that.
Too big.
It's a big task to film any movie in IMAX, specifically for IMAX, with IMAX cameras and stuff. And it takes a lot of work, huge cameras, different film, like, it's just a whole nother process. And that's why a lot of productions don't do it, and then they later make it so in post IMAX length instead of filming it in IMAX specifically. So super huge accomplishment for them as well. Music. Let's talk about the music real quick. Daniel Pemberton. Pemberton. Sorry.
Where'd you get bottom from, friend?
That B was somewhere else in my eyes. It's like Quinn said. It's tired words.
Brain.
But
Brain
the
no
guy
brain.
who made the guy who composed the Spider-Verse movies, who
Yes.
did those, both of them, and he's done some other stuff, but he made such an awesome score, and I've gone back and re-listened to it, and there are some tracks in there that just still take your breath away. Just knowing the exact scene of those songs and just listening to it. I'll listen to it sometimes just at night when I'm going to bed, and I'll just pop in my earbuds just to calm my mind down. I'll listen to some of them, and it's like just beautiful. So he mastered that, and I've told this to Quinn before. I think he's our next Hans Zimmer,
Yeah.
John Powell. Like, he's just kind of starting out, but he's making a name for himself big time.
Yeah, he is. And he's making a lot of upcoming music as well, for movies that are on our lists. He's making drama, Master of the Universe, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse makes sense since he composed Across and Through, or Across and Into the Spider-Verse. But yeah, the drama and Master of the Universe he's also composing music for.
Yeah. You've probably seen a lot of the BTS, but Rocky was fully practical.
Oh, fully practical.
Puppeteering, took 5 guys, and the voice of Rocky, James Ortiz, was the main puppeteer.
Yep, puppeteer and voice actor for this type of stuff. He did an incredible job as both the voice and the puppet.
They had to reshoot every single scene with the puppet, with the puppeteering, and then they had to go back and reshoot it without them. So, because it was all practical sets, they had to film shots with them not in the scene in order to, like, get them out. So the way filming works is you can, like, layer footage on each other to make stuff disappear. If you have another shot with them gone, you can pretty much just make them look invisible.
Overlay,
so they had
basically.
to reshoot just about everything with Rocky twice. Everything with Rocky had to shoot twice, and then they had to, like, go back, puppeteer, then go back, and then go back and do it, and then step out, and then go back and do it. And so that could just be tiring, but
Oh, so tiring.
it paid off so well. Rocky is, like, the best part of the movie.
Like, he really is the breakout star, which, like, everyone's like, oh, it's Ryan Gosling. It's like, yeah, but
It's like, but it's
Rocky.
Rocky.
It's Rocky. You know? And
And Rocky being practical helped Ryan with just the character itself.
100%. Like, I'm so blown away by actors who can film against CGI, because, like, acting against just a puppet is, so much better. So much
Yeah,
easier.
for sure. It helps the actor himself, like, fully visualize, because he's looking at a puppet of what's going on. And there was a whole bunch of ad-lib lines with him and Rocky, and that was possible because of the puppet.
Yeah.
And Ryan Gosling's relationship with James Ortiz. The scene where he's talking about his past life and, like, how he had a wife, but he's like, and now she's with Mark.
Yep.
The Rocky saying, Rocky hate Mark, totally ad-libbed.
Yeah, all that was
Ad-libbed. Like, half of it was, like, not even in the script, and it's just perfect. Like, that's what made Rocky feel more like a character and, like, someone that you can relate to, even though he's a rock and doesn't have a face.
He doesn't have a face, doesn't have a mouth, but it's like they do such a good job at characterizing him. He is so sassy. He is so
Oh, I love his sass. Amazed. Dirty.
Why
Why is it so dirty?
Why living space so dirty? Question.
I love it
Grace,
so much.
Grace, like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Oh, Rocky thought of that.
Rocky thought of that. It's like, okay, Rocky, we get it. You're amazing. You're the best character here. I saw some reel. Maybe I'll find it and send it to you. You've probably seen it where it's like Ryan Gosling with a stone, and it's La La Land.
Yep.
Him and Emma Stone, and then Ryan Gosling with the rock. It's just them dancing. And I was laughing so hard because I was like, wow, he gets broken by a stone, so he goes to the rock.
Yep. And then I've seen another reel where he it's like him right next to The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, in like a future film.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Him and The Rock in the next movies would be hilarious. Okay. Another thing was we just talked about practical stuff, how he was in a harness for all of the zero-G stuff.
We didn't talk about that.
We didn't?
We
Oh.
did not.
He was in a harness for all the zero-G stuff in the ship set that was actually built. They built an entire ship set for Ryan Gosling to zero gravity in and then film all his scenes in. And so what happened was, in order to get that zero gravity look, which looked incredible, by the way,
Zero gravity
they had a
looked
harness
so bad
on his waist. All the time. It looks terrible sometimes.
It
Partly
can look
because
awful.
it's CGI. So
Yeah.
it never looks great. But the harness was a big ring that you could move in that was hooked up to cables so that he could spin in the actual ring that was on his waist like a halo. And so he could like fully do 360-degree turns and then flip upside down as well when they get into certain cable positions, and he was able to flip around, which made the zero-G just look even better when he's just standing there like flipping,
Yeah.
like thinking, and he's just like doing 360s. You're just like, that's awesome.
Right.
But it looks so real.
That's what I'd do if I was in if I was in Zero G. It's just like spin around while thinking.
Just start spinning.
Yeah.
I would do.
Oh, how do I solve
But-
this math equation? Whee!
As you just.
I don't have a
Okay,
spinny chair.
and haha. Last thing I'm gonna bring up, and then we'll do some final thoughts. Is the records that this movie is breaking.
Yeah.
This is the biggest record for Amazon MGM. The box office hit $80 million domestically over the weekend. Domestically. So that's just in the States, which doesn't do that well at all. So 80 million domestically, 60 million globally, bringing in a total of, what was it, 130? 20.
What is it? What did you say? 80 and
80 plus 60.
80, 60, 14. 140 million.
Oh yeah, that's 140. So 140 million dollars total box office in the first weekend. That's huge for Amazon MGM. I mean, they haven't done a ton of stuff. They're kind of a newer company starting out because Amazon bought Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, and so they're baking on that and making a whole bunch of stuff with them. And so it's Amazon's movie, and when you watch it, you'll see the Amazon signet come up, and your immediate thought is like, what? Amazon did this movie? But then the movie starts and you completely forget, and you're like, oh, this movie's amazing.
Who made this movie again?
Who made this movie? Who cares? I'm going to go rewatch it. So, really good for Amazon. And we'll have to see how they do, because they're doing Masters of the Universe. Right? I'm pretty sure that's right. Quinn will fact check it for me.
Amazon MGM?
Amazon MGM is doing Masters of the Universe later this year.
Are they?
I
Give me a
thought so. Maybe not.
second.
We'll have to see. But still, that box office is the biggest this year so far, and we're only in March, so we have a long way to go. But still, we knew this was gonna like kick off the movie
Warner Bros.
race. It's Warner Bros. Dang it! What else? Is
Oh wait,
Amazon
no,
MGM?
actually, hold on. That's for the 19 movie. The 19 was it 80 something?
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, it's Amazon
It is?
MGM and Sony Pictures.
Okay. Okay, so that's Amazon's next movie. They failed with Crime 101. That was Amazon MGM. It's like an action thriller. It's on Amazon. You can go watch that. And this was their next one, and this is probably going to bring stakes really high for Amazon. So hopefully they can match it and keep building off this buzz or something.
Yeah.
We'll have to see with Masters.
Yeah. That's no. We haven't really brought up the competition.
We'll do that later.
Do that later?
I was gonna save that for like what we're watching and stuff.
Got it. Okay. I see you.
Okay, yeah. I knew you were gonna go. I was like, wait. We're gonna bring that up and recap them later.
Got it.
Okay. Moving on, we're gonna do a couple more records here. It is one of, I think it's second place in the biggest opening for IMAX screens ever in like history. And so before COVID, I forget who it was. Maybe it was Oppenheimer. Oh wait, no, that's the non-biggest. But it is IMAX dominance. Like, it's destroying the theaters, and people are going it to see in IMAX and not the regular theaters. See, Quinn, it's not just me. Other people are going to IMAX.
You're still spoiled bitch. Still spoiled bitch.
Shut up. Shut it. IMAX screens is full packed the second weekend and only dropped 30% of attendance in the second weekend, which is massive for IMAX. Because a lot of people will go and see it, and if they want to go watch it again, they'll go watch it in standard because it's too much money. And so it will drop around 60 to 70% of attendance rate the second weekend if the movie's still there. But only dropping 30%, that's almost half. I mean, and me and Quinn went and watched it. It was a weekday. It wasn't even opening weekend.
Tuesday, like.
It was a Tuesday. That theater was packed. Like, there was almost zero empty seats down in front.
Yeah.
Like,
we had to, like, we were talking about, like, which was more packed, this or
Avatar.
This or Avatar. And I think this was more packed, honestly.
This was more packed. And it says, like, yeah, it was more packed because this was on a random weekday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
We watched
a Tuesday.
We watched Avatar, like, I think it was Thursday or something, like Prime movie night.
It was like premiere night, Thursday night.
Yeah.
And then I went back and rewatched it on Friday night, and that was also really packed too.
No, I think we watched
this on a Tuesday night.
I think we watched it Friday. You watched it with Ivan on Thursday.
Oh, that could have been.
Yeah.
That could have been.
Either way, we watched it in like peak film watching days, and it was still more packed on a random ass Tuesday for Project Hail Mary.
It was nuts. And part of that reason is because not one of the reasons, but it is one of the biggest non-franchise openings ever for a movie, right behind Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer beats it by a couple million, but this is right below it, which is huge because I remember Oppenheimer coming out and it was like crazy successful the first weekend. And putting this movie up there is a huge testament for everybody who worked on the movie. Just to be put up there with Christopher Nolan's production company for a space movie that Christopher Nolan also did a space movie. Like, that's crazy. I would like geek out so hard if my name got mentioned right next to Nolan's for a movie that I did. So, yeah, nut stuff. Nutty stuff.
Nutty. So nutty.
Nutty stuff. All right, let's end it with our final thoughts, reviews, and what we rate out of 5.
I give it a big old thumbs up. In actuality, like, it's incredible, right? I talked about this after we watched it, that it was really the ending that made the movie. Like, the movie by itself was incredible, but with the ending the way it was and how it ended, it's far and away, it's like, so makes it so much better. Because it really is, it's what the message is, because had Grace gone back to Earth, or had he ignored what happened to Rocky, then the message of friendship and being there for other people would have been lost. The fact that he went back to save Rocky and is living with Rocky's people is like, that's what elevates the movie to how good, to like the status that it's earned. That's my opinion. So I'd give it a 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've told you this before. I find it really hard to give a movie a perfect score.
It is. It's super hard to give any movie a 4 or a 5.
5.
Which is why I'm giving it a 5.
Joe gives it a 5.
I give it a 5 out of 5. That movie made me want to be a better man. Made me want to be a better man. But in actual reality, I walked out of that movie and my brain started moving so fast on how I can create even like a sliver of that movie, on how amazing and how great that movie was, and I wanted to capitalize on it and just wanted to try my skill at making it. It made me want to make stuff. It made me want to make short films. It made me want to go back to my computer and start editing and start making stuff like that, because it inspired me so much that I needed to do something with that inspiration, and how much I loved it, and how much it showed different ways to do stuff. It showed how you can edit a story while you're teaching your audience about this character while the character actually is learning too. The flashbacks from his home, because he doesn't really remember going back and forth, like those were great. Powerful masters, powerful storytelling in those scenes, showing why Ryland Grace doesn't really want to go home. He doesn't really want to go back to Earth. He would rather stay with Rocky, and that's the whole point with the ending scene. And so it's just, it blew me away, and I walked out of there smiling ear to ear, and I couldn't stop thinking about how amazing that movie was. Like, I was on the edge of my seat for a rock. A rock was dying, and I was like, the rock can't die. It's a rock! It's not even a character. It's just a rock, and I was on the edge of my seat hoping he didn't die. Like, I was like, if he dies, I'm walking out of here.
To kind of put in comparison, or to put into context for listeners, literally 2 days after Joe and I watched the movie, Joe texts me. It's like, Quinn, I want to make a space thriller. We need to make a space thriller. I was like, I wonder what brought that up.
Wonder where that came from. Yes, I did do that. I did do that. Like I said, I had so much. I want to do something with it. This movie inspires filmmakers to get out there and be like, well, crap, I gotta make something like this. It's like, this is possible to make a movie this good, and that it's not hard. And people are always complaining about how the movies are too complicated and that there's too much. We're getting superhero fatigued, and it's like, then we have this movie, and you're just blown away sitting in your chair. You're like, what the heck did I just watch? I watched the generational space movie. The generation before us had Interstellar. The generation before that had 2001 Space Odyssey. This is the next one. This is going to be the space movie for the next, 10 years.
Yeah.
So that's partly why I'm giving it a 5, because it's going to live on forever.
That's fair.
Just like Interstellar.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those movies where you're like, oh yeah, Project Hail Mary. You gotta watch that if you haven't seen that. Or it's going to be movies that me and you show our kids eventually.
Right.
We're going to be like, oh, this movie, I saw it when I was in my 20s.
It'll change your life.
Love it. You guys are going to love this guy named Rocky. And so, nuts.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go over the ratings right now. On Letterboxd, it is at a 4.3, which is crazy. If you know anything about Letterboxd, if anything above 4 on Letterboxd, because Letterboxd is like where all the the film critics and the filmmakers all go to rate. It's very serious and stuff. It's not just amateurs on Amazon rating stuff. Very serious, very material, full on critics and stuff are on Letterboxd reviewing it. So for it to be above a 4 is like best picture level. Like it's gonna be crazy in the Oscars, I think. And I've said this before that I think it's gonna win.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna win for best picture. And IMDb is also at an 8.4, which is very high for them. So, but there are like zero 1-star and 2-star reviews. The only thing that's bringing them down is there's a couple 6 and 7 stars, but everything else is 9 and 10s. So it is getting raving reviews.
And then Rotten Tomatoes is 95 for both popcorn and tomato meter fans and critics.
Dang. See, there you go. It's not just us, people.
No.
It's not just us. It's everybody. Everybody is invested in this movie. So, that's it. That was our final thoughts. That was our review on Project Hail Mary. More stuff may come up later, and I'll may bring up more stuff just because this movie was awesome, and I'm gonna keep watching it. And so when it comes out, I'll probably go buy it again, like I did with F1. Drive over to Walmart, get the 4K Ultra HD disc, play that at Dolby Atmos, the bougie style. As Quinn calls me a spoiled brat.
Because you are.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was it for the Geek Dive. Thanks for joining us. We're moving on. We're getting back. We're going to go over a quick recap on what we did last week.
Yes.
Because we had some movies release last week, and we have another one releasing this week. So if you weren't here last week, we did a box office movie draft.
Yes.
So what that entails is that we drafted movies in a snake order. We had 6 picks, and the object is to see who gets the most in the box office total. So at the end of the year, we will calculate every movie that we put on our list on how much they got in the box office total globally, and we will see who wins. And the winner gets...
Yeah, show it off.
No, the winner gets this super cool IMAX Sinners poster that I have in my closet. It's super nice. I think it looks great, like right here. I think if I win, it'll look pretty cool right there.
I mean, this wall is super barren, so putting it behind me, like right there or something.
So we both have,
plenty of
places
spaces
to put the poster.
Putting back in my closet,
You see, I have some tape right here, so I may as well just tape it.
No, don't you dare ruin the finish before.
Okay.
Because I'm definitely gonna win.
That is the prize. That is the prize, and super exciting. It's a really nice poster, and maybe if it does get ruined, I've been looking at some other posters too. Maybe a Project Hail Mary poster will be included. Maybe we'll do 2 posters. Whoever wins gets 2 posters. But so we're gonna go over our list of movies that we have, and so then you guys can also stay up to date with what we have. If you missed last week's episode, go watch it. So Quinn, why don't you read off your list that you have?
So my list, starting off big. I knew I had to steal this from Joe right away. Project Hail Mary. It is doing so well in the box office. I'm happy with that pick. Then I have Dune 3, which I don't know if you overheard my mic during the rock climbing episode, but in case you did not know this was coming in December, so this might backfire on me. But if it doesn't backfire, I think it's going to do really, really well. Disclosure Day.
Extremely.
Is a movie that's been getting a lot of buzz that I know nothing about, but I know a lot of people are excited for because I'm not a film geek like Joe and a lot of
Steven
other
Spielberg, baby.
It's Spielberg. I forgot who directed
Spielberg.
it. I knew it was a big time director. I forgot who it was exactly.
Yeah, come on. E.T. guy. And Jaws.
The drama. Definitely not a bad pick on my part.
Which comes out this week.
We will see. It
comes out, I think it comes out this week. So, could be exciting.
Yeah, you know what? This will make or break my list.
This is true.
Is the drama. Michael, because I just think that's gonna do really well. Biopics tend to do really well.
Yeah.
Especially if it's Michael Jackson, King of Pop.
Especially Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, it's Michael Jackson. There's, like, almost nobody in the world who doesn't know who Michael Jackson is.
And then the poison pick, the pick that Joe gave me, is Master of the Universe, which I'm optimistic about. Joe has no faith. I have faith.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to do as well as we think it is. It looks great.
It looks great.
It looks really cool. And Skeletor actually looks awesome, even with Jared Leto playing him.
Yeah.
He still looks pretty cool.
Well, they covered up his rat face, so...
They covered up his entire face. We don't see his actual face, which makes it great.
I think I had the better poison pick than you did. I think this movie I gave you is
I will have to agree with that. So, my list is starting off strong right after Project Hail Mary because he took it from me. How dare he? I really wanted it.
Yep.
But I went with my second pick, which was Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Yeah.
Which I think is the all-time. It's
already breaking records.
It's making $2 billion, man.
It's already breaking records.
It broke the record for the most watched trailer, beating GTA 6 with 1 billion views.
1 billion views.
And it's still going up.
And I know
I think it's only going to go up.
Like twice.
And everybody's going to go watch it, so you can't deny it. So I got Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Tom Holland, Zendaya. Great
John
actors.
Berthal.
John Berthal, Matt. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Sadie Sink. Like
Charlie Cox, maybe.
Stacked.
Charlie Cox is gonna be there.
Maybe. Rumored. Maybe. He says
Probably.
no. He says he's not in it.
But also,
He says he's not in it.
he has reasons to lie.
But also, he's Charlie Cox and he may show up.
Yeah.
My second pick is another movie with Tom Holland and Zendaya.
And John Berthal.
And John Berthal. The Odyssey. Christopher Nolan's big movie coming out
Which
on the same day.
Is a good get. That's a good catch.
The Odyssey, yes. That is my second pick. Christopher Nolan's big telling of Homer's story. It's going to be epic.
It's that, yeah. That would have been my... that and Spider-Man would have both been my second round pick had you not stolen them.
I had to steal them. I knew those were like the top. Those are like some of the top movies of the year for sure.
Yeah.
And they both come out the same, like within a week of each other, I think.
Spider-Man and Odyssey? Or...
Yeah.
That actually worked.
Spider-Man and Odyssey.
That might work to my favor.
So that may work for your favor or mine, because we may have a Barbieheimer situation like we talked about. Making each other do better. And after Oppenheimer's success, like, everybody's eyes is on Christopher Nolan.
Oh.
I mean, they always were.
Like, yeah.
But Oppenheimer definitely brought it up even bigger, like
brought
another level.
Brought into the modern filmmaking world.
Brought it to a new generation for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely got a lot more kids interested in his films watching Oppenheimer, and everybody's like, whoa, that was sick. So... Odyssey is my second pick. Love it. My third pick, I had to go big because Quinn didn't take it after he took Dune 3 and Disclosure Day. I thought for sure he was going to take it.
This was a lapse of judgment on my end.
I took Avengers Doomsday, and I couldn't pass up on that opportunity. Doomsday, I think, is going to bring Marvel back from the dead era. It's going to introduce Doom. Everybody's teaming up. It's an Avengers movie. It's going to make a ton of money. Even if it's not like great, it's an Avengers movie. People are still gonna go watch it.
Yeah.
So
I think my fear was the December release because you talked about how Doom was like a December release. So I was like, I got scared about another December release. And that just kind of threw me off of it.
This is another Barbieheimer situation. Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday open, I think, the same day.
The same day, or like within a week of each other. Like within a couple of days of each other, yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be very close, and I think we're gonna have the same situation. They're each gonna try to be one up each other, and people are gonna go to what their favorite movies, and their fans are gonna fight back to make it number one. So, Avengers Doomsday, love it. My other pick was Super Mario Galaxy, which comes out this weekend, and I'm so glad that I got this, and I'm
Yep.
really glad that I remembered this was coming out because it is a family animated movie. The first one
Mario
did
Bros,
huge, $1 billion. This is like the next family movie animated by Illumination right after Hoppers. All the families are like, Hoppers was so great. We need to go watch another movie. All right, Super Mario is coming out. And it's getting pretty good reviews. I did see that the early reviews is at 44% for Rotten Tomatoes. So low on the critics. But the first Super Mario was also really low.
That's true. And we did.
The
and
audience-
we both liked it.
The audience score for the first Super Mario was like in the 90s. So doesn't really matter what the critics' reviews is. It's really mattered on what the audience review is. So that comes out this week. Super excited. I really hope it's going to do well. I mean, come on. It's a family movie. I had to steal it. It's huge. It's one of the biggest family movies
Even if
coming out
even
this
if
year.
it sucks, it's still gonna get so many people watching it.
It's going to make lots of money. And my next pick was the return of Star Wars in the summer with Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yep.
I think the Star Wars fans are going to come out for this one. They're going to be like, yes, Star Wars is back. And it's not the episode slop that we got in episode 9 with Rise of Skywalker. That it's actually going to be a decent film. Maybe not as good as Rogue One, as some people are hoping. But it's still going to be better than episode 9 for sure. And it's going to be entertaining. We have some return of awesome Clone Wars characters with Embo.
Yep.
We have a
Embo.
return of Zeb
Zeb.
from Star Wars Rebels. You have, Mandalorian and Grogu. Those two are just hilariously fun.
I wouldn't be surprised
And
if
I love both of them.
Ahsoka shows up or something, or Rex.
Oh yeah, or some. I could totally see Hera Syndulla,
Yeah.
General Hera, showing up. She shows up in the Ahsoka series, and she's teased in one of the Mandalorian seasons. Could totally see her showing up. Sigourney Weaver's in there. She looks like she's going to be like a high general or something. So, it looks good. I'm excited just to go watch Star Wars again in a big theater. And, that AT-AT scene of it like, just crashing and getting destroyed just was like, yeah, destroy the Empire.
Destruction.
Destruction. Woo! But hopefully this confirms to Lucasfilm that we want to see Star Wars in theaters and that they make more movies.
Yeah.
And that they bring back. And we know that Ryan Gosling's next space movie is Star Wars. He's going to be in the next Star Wars movie after Mandalorian Grogu.
What was it, like TIE Fighters or like
Starfighter.
Starfighter, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars Starfighter, which comes out next
I got
next
you.
year. Quinn will fact check.
Yeah, let me fact check you.
Whoa, got some girth.
Yeah, next year, May of next year, late May. Like
Yes,
May of 28.
Yeah,
May 28th
So
of 27.
that's really Ryan's next movie, unless he has anything else I don't remember. But that's really the next one I remember.
He has one more, I think, coming.
Yeah, but he's gonna be in Star Wars, so he's not leaving space. Everybody loves Ryan, especially after this movie, especially after Project Hail Mary. So, got Star Wars on my list. I think I'm pretty good with Star Wars, and there's a lot of Star Wars fans who will come out of the bushes for that movie to make a lot of money for me. And then
that
my
one's a
poison pick. Say again.
No, that was a good pick. I was scared of it because I didn't think the Star Wars fans would be strong enough, but yeah.
Oh, I think they are. Even if it's a decent movie, they're still going to come out and watch it. My poison pick that Quinn picked for me is a horror movie that came out last weekend called They Will Kill You. It's a horror comedy, and I did not see this coming, and it's done by Warner Brothers. It's a smaller film, but it still was done by Warner Brothers, so it abides by the laws or the rules that I made for the game. So
And I may have
I allowed it.
spoiled myself on how much is currently made
Oh no! Why'd you do that?
because I was curious to know what my poison pick did.
How well did it do?
9 million so far.
Oh Lord! The good news is I have a stacked list, and it shouldn't affect me too much.
Yeah, like opening weekend's 9 million, that is going to hinder you big time, but you still have, I think, overall a stronger list. So,
Well, then I have Super Mario Galaxy coming out this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how well that does. But that was what last week's game was. If you missed it, go watch the last episode. It was really fun for us to do and in person and climbing. All right, let's send it off. Do real
Yeah.
quick, what are we watching, Quinn?
I just finished up the live action One Piece season 2.
Woo!
yeah.
Haven't seen it yet.
It's so good. I loved it. I don't think I'll ever go back and watch the anime or read the manga. Just because that's not...
for the live action.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not my thing, but the live action is so good. I will wait for the season 3 of the live action. I talked earlier when we talked about the Harry Potter about diversity casting characters, and One Piece is an example of doing it so incredibly well. One of the main crew members, Usopp, is like racially ambiguous in the manga, but he's played by a black actor. There's a character who is white in the manga. However, his name is the Soul King. He wears an afro, sings, and plays instruments. Like, he is... The only reason he was white is because Oda did not know how to draw black characters of color when he first started making the manga. So, he became black. One of the main characters, I won't say who, just in case you haven't watched the show. Two actually main characters got casted by black people when they were, again, light-skinned or white in the manga. But again, it's one of those things where Oda, the creator of the manga, is in charge of the cast, or is like one of the people who's in charge of the casting. And
Nice.
so it's like he's basically trying to make up for...
He's involved in the
Oh,
production.
100% he's involved. He's axed ideas that didn't fit the world. He's 100% involved in the project.
Perfect.
And he...
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Right. And I feel this feels like he's making up for the fact that he failed to draw anyone of diverse backgrounds, anyone of color, in the original manga and anime. So this is him saying, these are characters who are, these are the original ideas for these characters, even if I didn't portray that correctly.
Right.
So, yeah. That show is incredible. I'd highly recommend watching it.
I may start that here soon. I'm looking for a new show to start watching.
I'd recommend it. It's on Netflix.
Nice.
And yeah, at this point, I think I'm just gonna be watching YouTube. I don't have any shows I really need to watch right now. I mean, I still need to finish up Mando and Percy Jackson, but I've said my gripes on Disney. You don't want me to keep repeating them over and over.
No. Still gotta finish those. But yeah, One Piece, love it.
Yeah.
I forgot to announce this, but that we did get a date announcement for the Avatar Season 2.
Yes.
Coming in June.
Saw that.
So that's coming out on Netflix in June.
Yeah.
I'm excited. It looks fun.
I'm optimistic. Maybe.
Maybe. We'll have to see. We know that they're finishing the story of Aang. We know that for sure. Season 3 is already done. And hopefully they will release it soon after Season 2. And not make us wait 2 years like they did.
Between 1
we'll
and
see.
2. And have Aang grow to like 6 feet tall.
Way too long. They waited way too long. I'm watching...
Yeah, what are you watching?
So I started watching a show called Landman on Paramount Plus. It's a kind of Paramount Plus original. It's very Yellowstone-y-ish, and it's about this guy who works in the oil business. And if you like anything about, trashy dramas or stuff, like, that's exactly what this is, except this one has some hot girls in it. It's listen, we're all men, but it's such a weird show. So weird that I'm like liking it and that it's entertaining. I don't know why, I can't explain it, but I'm like, this is really fun. But there's hot girls in it. So I started watching that. maybe I'll continue it. I'll give you a quick review if I finish it,
Yeah,
or if
yeah.
I don't. I only watched like the first 2, and I was like, this is kind of fun,
Yeah,
but also dumb in the same way.
Tell us how you think about when you finish up either watching it or give up on it.
Yeah, I will. And then I'm also finishing up my Daredevil watch throughs, trying to get ready for Born Again, which did start last week. I've heard really great things of the first episode, and 2 episodes dropped yesterday. And again, I'm hearing like really good things about season 2. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers until I get to the point where I'm watching the episodes. So I'm trying to zoom through the Daredevil show so I can get to it. But hopefully I'll get there in time before major spoilers.
Yeah,
But-
I still only watched season 1 of Born Again.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too, actually. But so that's about it for me, really. I've been
Nice.
busy with spring break and then, like I said, school stuff. So that's it. I think that's it for us. You have anything else to say?
No. Yeah, I'm all good. Do we want to try and decide on a game now, or because we are at 12:50?
Yeah, we can do that later,
Okay.
so we can both go.
Yeah.
So we can both leave.
Yeah. I will, or you will sign us off, or do you want me to sign us off?
Yeah, I can sign us off since I introed.
Yeah,
I
since
don't
you
remember who
introed.
did it last time. Yeah, so that was it for Part of My Geek. You can find more at our Instagram, Part of My Geek Pod. Find us on there. Special fun clips, some first reactions to movies that we see. The Hail Mary one should be up there now. And that's where you can find both me and Quinn. You can find more of my stuff at jshortproductions.com. And the Instagram is where you can find Quinn.
Please
And
do not
that's
try
about
and find
it.
me anywhere else.
See, you say that, and people are going to. So just let me.
I literally have no online
just
presence.
roll with the. You find Quinn at the Geek Pod. Okay, just don't even say anything.
Peek my mic.
That's it for us. My name's Josiah.
Yeah,
That's my
Quinn.
co-host Quinn. Love you, buddy, and we're signing off. We regret nothing, and we'll catch you next time.
See you.